everybody, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back to those of you who have been here for a long time. I am here with a monthly favorites video. This is for February of 2024. I don't have like a huge haul or anything to show you guys, but I just want to show you some of my favorite things this month. Things like decks and books and stationery and things like that. So if you're interested, I hope you enjoy this video. So first of all, I just wanted to say thank you so much to all of you, my new followers. I was not expecting this. I posted a video last week about our witchcraft books, Failing Modern Witches, and it was a video response to Ivy the Occultist. And I just wanted to join in on the conversation, and it kind of, for me anyway, for my little channel, blew up a bit, and I'm just like really excited about that. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who follow me. Thank you to those of you who followed me for like ages. There's like some of you have been around like forever. Thank you so much. And thank you and welcome to those of you who are new here. I loved reading all of your comments. I tried to reply to everybody, so if I missed you, I'm sorry, but I tried to reply to every person, and I just thought it was like a really great conversation, and I loved reading the comments and seeing different people's perspectives and hearing other people's thought about this subject. I think it's an important subject, and it was great to see like conversation. Also, Benabel Wen posted a blog post about this subject as well and mentioned me in it. So thank you, Benabel. And I'm going to post the blog post below because I think it's really great. And I love hearing about this from an author's perspective, because obviously they have, if you're an author, you're going to have a bit of a different perspective than somebody who reads the books like myself. So I just thought it was a really wonderful, amazing conversation and just one of my favorite things that happened this month. So thank you so much to all of you, and to everybody who commented and all of that stuff. So just thank you. That was really, really wonderful and amazing. All right, so let's get on with some of the stuff. The way that I usually do this is I talk about decks and books, and then I usually move to like stationery and then like miscellaneous things, and then I talk about some of the media, like some of the TV shows and music and podcasts and that kind of thing that I've been really enjoying this month. So to get started, I have been enjoying working with the Zerner Farber Tarot. So this, I think it used to be called the Enchanted Tarot. I had the original back in the 90s, and I don't know what happened to it. It must have, I don't know if I lent it to a friend, if it got bored, it got lost in a move. I have no idea. And then I bought the 25th edition, and I like that one, but the deck is so huge, like it's long and narrow and it's huge. So I went for this version, the Zerner Farber, which actually is kind of small, like it's on the smaller size, but that's okay. I love the gold on the edges, very lovely. The only thing is like it's matte cardstock, and if you've been here for a while, like most people, I don't actually like matte cardstock, but besides that, it's really, really great. This is it here. It's like very collagey, which is not my usual thing, but I think I just have like such a nostalgia with this deck because, like I said, I had it back in the 90s, back when I was in university, and I read for so many people with this deck, and I love it. I think it's just a really lovely deck, and I really love it for using in February because the cups are hearts. It has that kind of like vintage Valentine kind of theme to it, and some of the hearts cards. Let's find a good hearts card. Of course I can't. Oh, there we go. There's one there. It's a really lovely deck. And then I paired it with the Gilded Reverie Lenormand by Cyril Marchetti. The way that, if you've gotten a reading from me before, I combine tarot and Lenormand in my readings, and I usually combine this one with the classic Lenormand, but I'm using that one to teach Lenormand in my Patreon right now. So I was like, oh, I'll grab another deck. So I grabbed this one. This one has, as you can tell, the gilding's like kind of worn off a little bit. It's been used a lot, but the pairing of these two is like so pretty and unexpected. Like you get these, like that's a pairing. Let's see, let's get some more together. The 2 and 2, they just work somehow, and I didn't expect that. Like I didn't expect them to work, and yet they totally do. Like these two together, I don't know, it just, there's something about the juicy colors in these see what else. Oh, the whip and the 5 of Pentacles. Like they work together. It looks so good. I was very pleasantly surprised by that, and I just really enjoyed working with these 2 decks together. I thought that they were really wonderful. Oh, yes, I have stuff balancing over there and it's starting to drop, but anyway. Yes, so I'm really enjoying these. So these are classics. You can see that this deck, I've had this deck for a long time. It is my Purse Lenormand deck. So you can see it's pretty, it's a bit bashed up, the box, but the cards are still, you know, they still look lovely, and I believe decks are meant to be used. My only complaint with this one, and it has nothing to do with the cards themselves, is just the packaging. The book is great with this. Like the book, like this is the box here. So it's, you know, like a nice box with the magnet. Like the box, that part is fine. And then also the book is really great. Like the book is just, it's wonderful. It has reverse meanings. It's got the full color imagery in there. Really talks about the imagery in it. Really wonderful, wonderful guidebook. But my deck in my box in the bottom to hold the deck, it's just like, it's falling apart. It's just super flimsy, and so I'm kind of like, oh, I'm probably, you know what, I might just get, obviously keep the book because the book is amazing, but I might get a little bag or something from someone. I might buy like a bag or something to just to hold the tarot. And then maybe get rid of this box because it's the insert. I guess they call it the insert. That's just not cutting it. So anyway, oh, you know what? As I put things away. Okay, so that's the Zerner Farber Tarot, coupled with the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. I also picked up this deck this month. This was part of my Christmas money, and it took a while to get here, but it got here in February, and that is the Folklore Tarot. So this is a US Games, and US Games does not ship to Canada, which is very unfortunate, because I've seen a few decks I like, but I'm like, oh, is it really worth that shipping? I ended up getting this from a UK seller, so somebody who was selling it new in the UK. And it's a pip deck, but it's a beautiful pip deck, and I'm not usually a fan of pip decks, but this one I am. All the major arcana are these, you know, they're what do you call it, mythical animals or mythical creatures, people, figures from legend, right? And it's embossed. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to get it to, you can see that it's embossed. It's really, really cool. And I love the black edges on it. So it's got, you know, like dragons and things. Oh, I love the High Priestess. It makes me think of Hecate. There we go. So there are like people in here. I want to show a star that looks like Ishtar. Very cool. So we've got like goddesses and stuff in here too. And then I love this image of the werewolf with the guy inside. That's really cool. Just to show you some of the pips. They're very beautiful. Like they've all got flowers or reeds or like they've all got like sort of plant imagery on them, and they've got different colors. Like they're not just like, you know, they're not just plain pips. And then the page, knight, queen, king are animals. So we have here the page, we have this seal here, he's so cute. The knight are all variation of horses. Got the queen here, this beautiful mermaid. So you can see like the court cards are also mythical type creature things. Although seals aren't mythical, but whatever. And you can see that all the pips, like they're different flowers and in different arrangements and things. So it's just a really beautiful deck, and so I'm glad that I got it, and I'll be working with this. I'm planning on using this one more, I think, in the summer. But it will be a deck that I'm definitely featuring this year. I'm just not sure which month I'm gonna pick it for. I'm kind of thinking maybe August, but we'll see. Anyway, I might do sooner than then because I'm a little excited about working with this particular deck. So that is the decks that are my favorites this month. Book-wise, I really want to do more reading, but I'm just struggling to find the time to get it done. I'm gonna do a review of this when I'm done, and I really want to finish it this week, is Happy Money by Ken Honda. So this not a witchcraft book. It is kind of a new agey book, I guess. It is not, it's about money, but it's not about like, you should invest 20% in whatever. It is more about the way you think about money and thinking about money as an energy. And I think a lot of us have like a dysfunctional relationship with money for a variety of reasons, right? Like, I feel like everybody on some level has some kind of dysfunctional relationship with it, at least most of us. And so it talks about like the different sort of personality types as far as like, are you like a oversaver? Do you like a spendthrift? Like all those things, and kind of where that comes from, like emotionally. And then talking about like sort of a revitalizing, revamping, renewing your relationship with money and thinking of money as an energy and things like, you know, gratitude and all of that kind of stuff. So it's actually like, I think it's a pretty nice book. I'll do a full review obviously when I'm done, but I really have been enjoying reading this. And then I was going through books and I found this bookmark I hadn't seen in a while, and I just thought it was so fun. It says Ermengarde, and it's got a unicorn with a rainbow coming out of its butt. And I'm like, that's awesome. So I'm glad I found that bookmark. Stationery wise, I've shown these pens before, but they're like my favorite pens. I work with them all the time. They changed the packaging, or maybe it's just this place that is Uniball Vision. And this is, it comes in, it's like a inky, like a gel ink kind of, and it comes in a variety of colors. We have black, dark blue, light blue, green, pink, purple, scarlet, and green. Because I like writing with fun colors. Right now I'm using the red one, and it just has like a really good flow. I hate scratchy pens. I hate them. I hate scratchy pens. And especially after having these ones, they just flow so nicely, and they're not expensive. Like some people I know love pens and buy expensive. I cannot afford expensive pens. It's a pen. I don't want to spend that much money on it, but I do like a nice pen, and these are my favorites. The Uniball Vision ones in the variety of colors. So that in this, yeah, those are my faves. You know how it is with Amazon, where it's like, oh, if you spend $2 more, you can get free shipping. And it's like, oh, okay. So I've also bought stickers because I'm a child. But I love these stickers. I just was going through stickers, and I expected these to come in a sheet instead of a package like this. But there's all these adorable animals in them. There's a Highland cow eating grass. I just, it gives me like cute aggression. Oh, we got like butterfly in here. There's just like a gazillion different animals in here. It's like different artists too. There's a goose. You don't often see a goose sticker. What else do we have here? There's a whale. There's just like a gazillion animals in here, and I don't think I've even seen them all. Look, little whale. Doo, 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 doo. Really cute, because I like putting stickers on things, because again, I'm a child, and that's good. Oh, there's a budgie. Like, how often do you have a budgie sticker? This looks like the budgie, one of the budgies I had when I was a child. His name was Scratch. We found him. There's a whole story with that, but basically I had a budgie, a green and yellow budgie named Timmy. I was about 7 when I got him, and then I don't know if it's a year or two later, my brother was playing at the playground there was like a school down the street, and he found a budgie. He found a budgie, like in Canada, a budgie. And he took it home with him. And we asked the neighbors, we were like, did somebody lose a pet budgie? And everybody said, no, we didn't lose a budgie. Years and years later, my neighbor, like my friend's mom, confessed that they had a budgie. They'd had a bunch, and this was the last budgie, and she was tired of cleaning out the cage, and she opened the door and let him out. And that was the budgie we had. So anyway, budgie sticker. Very, very cute. Anyway, yes, so I've been oohing and awing over animal stickers. There's just like so many cute ones in here. It's just, yes, I've been loving the animal stickers, because again, I am a child, but that is okay. My inner child is very, very happy to get stickers. That was a good, I think I only paid like, I don't know, $5, $6. It's a good $5, $6 to make you feel kind of happy and lovely. Clothing wise, I ended up getting new boots because my winter boots went kaput. This is the problem. Things these days, like they're expensive, but are often poorly made. And I guess too, living in Canada in the winter, you need a good pair of boots. And the ones I had, they gave out. They started like between the sole and the side of the boot started to, there was like a gap, and you cannot get water in your boots in this kind of weather because your feet will freeze, and that is terrible. So anyway, I ended up, I had to get boots. So I went and got these boots from, I don't know if this is in the States, Mark's Work Wearhouse. I think it is a Canadian company. And they do sell work clothes. That's how they started, but they also just sell like basics. But I ended up finding these, which I think are very, sorry, there's a little dirt on them because they have been warm. But I really like the buckles, and that's the back. They seem like kind of, I don't know, they kind of suit my style. They're a little gothy. I like the buckles. They're a little industrial looking. I really, really like them, and they're super comfy, and they have, I don't know if I can show you here, but they're good for winter because they do have the floofy, fluffy lining in. Now, they probably won't be the best when it gets down to like -40 maybe. Hopefully we're past that, cross our fingers. Got another month of winter to go at least, but they will do for most weather, and they seem better made than the last pair that I had, so very happy with those. Both, see, in winter you got to be practical, especially here because the winters are cold. But I like to be practical but still have some style. I don't, so these make me happy because they give me some style while keeping my feet warm, and that is always a good, wonderful thing. Beyond that, what have I been watching? What have I been listening to? This month I've been watching Belgravia Part 2. So Belgravia, I believe it's a BBC show. I believe that's where it's British anyway. I'm pretty sure it came from the BBC, and I've seen the first part. It's based on a series of novels, I believe, and I've seen the first part. I saw that a couple of years ago. It was excellent, really wonderful, and then this is part 2. So the first one's set, it's a period piece, period drama, kind of set in just after the Napoleonic Wars. So it's set in Britain during kind of that Regency period, and now part 2 is later into the Victorian period. These are kind of like the children of those people. So it's part 2, just starting to get into it, but hopefully it'll be good or almost as good as the other one because the other one was really, really good. So that is what I've been watching. I've also been watching the Great Pottery Throwdown, the Canadian version. So they just started a Canadian version. It is, again, it's a British show. I watch a lot of British television. What can I say? But anyway, it's the Canadian version. And it's people making ceramics, making pottery. I love it. I love all those things. Like, okay, I love the Great British Bake Off. I love that. And I watch the Canadian version too. Great Canadian baking show. There's also Landscape Artist of the Year and Portrait Artist of the Year. I love those shows. It's funny. It's like I work at an art school all day and then I come home and I watch people paint. Like, what can I say, right? And now I'm watching people like make pottery. I have so much admiration for people who can do ceramics because I took 1 year in art school. I took a ceramics course and I am not that great at it. I enjoyed it. My stuff does not look that good. So I have mad respect for those who can throw a cup or make a pot, or, it's harder than it looks. That's for sure. So really been enjoying watching that as well. I'm still watching on CBC Son of a Critch, which is set in the 80s, and it's based on this one Newfoundland comedian's childhood, going to Catholic school. And I went to Catholic school in the 80s, so lots of nostalgia vibes watching that show. And then I'm still watching The Curse of Oak Island, which is on Discovery, which is, it's a fairly famous show. You've probably heard about it, but it's people looking for a treasure that was deposited on an island in Nova Scotia. So that's what I've been watching TV-wise. Listening-wise, I'm really enjoying, it's not quite out yet, it's coming out in March, the new Judas Priest album, Invincible Shield, but they've released 4 songs off of there, and I have been loving them, so I like the 4 songs. I'm sure if that's anything like the rest of the album, I'll like the whole album. I really enjoyed their last album as well, and so I just you know, I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping they're touring soon, and I'm hoping that they come to Winnipeg. Last time they did not, and so now I'm like, please come. I would love to see you. Like, concerts have been, they're so expensive now, so I have to be pretty choosy about which ones I go to. Yeah, so anyway, hope that they come. And there's a rumor, I don't know if it's true, rumor that Judas Priest might tour with Iron Maiden, which would be like, oh, amazing. So I'm hoping for that very much. So other than that, haven't really discovered any new podcasts this month. Or I did discover I think I talked about this last month. I discovered Ivy the Occultist, her YouTube channel. I've been really enjoying that. I don't know where I've been. I feel like I'm always like the last to know about things. If you have any other witchy tarot people to suggest to me, please suggest below, because I'm always looking for some new stuff. But that's kind of it. And February, you know, February was a good month. Valentine's Day, we had Valentine's Day. I know it's not everyone's favorite. Me and my husband just do, like, I'll give him a chocolate. He gives me flowers. So I got some lovely roses, which was so nice, and some wine. So that's lovely. And then also his birthday's in February. So we like went out for dinner and stuff, like just nice things like that. Like nothing too dramatic, just nice, pleasant, lovely things this month. And I hope that your month as well was lovely and pleasant and filled with wonderful things. Let me know what your favorites this month are. Let me know what any of your thoughts are about any of this stuff. I would love to know. For the month of March, just so you know, on my Patreon, appreciate it if you check out my Patreon. I gotta plug it. We are working with, on the Coven level, we're working with the Valkyries and Freya. The theme is redemption. We are also going through the Lenormand on my Academy level. I also have weekly astrology detailed reports, as well as taroscopes, and I also have monthly subscriptions to readings if you're interested in that. And of course, you can check out my Etsy shop too for readings. But I have to plug it. But thank you so much to everybody. Thank you to my patrons for making this possible, and thank you to everybody, both new and old, who are here. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. And as always, peace and love.